So hello everybody and welcome back. Before we get started, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get those numbers up here. Today we're taking a look at this French St. Charmond heavy tank from HobbyBoss on 135 scale. I know it wasn't a very good tank, but it's still kind of interesting. I know it always got caught here when it tried to go across ditches. I think the Char tanks are pretty cool too. I'm trying to see if I can get one of them. So here's our instruction sheet. Item number 83860. Here's our parts map. There's 14 sprues of plastic. We have an upper hull, lower hull, and the frame that's separately. We also have photo etch, PVC, these track pieces, and a decal sheet. So here we start with the lower hull. We got these detail parts to put on here. We put the frame inside. A couple more parts here. This looks like more of an armored car, kind of, with the framing and everything. You got a frame piece here, and these two wells that go in. And then something doesn't kind of look right though. So what are these? Oh, these are these. And what are these? There's this one in the back, which it doesn't tell you to put in. Or flipping it around. This is this. Well, shouldn't it be up there? Okay. Gotta be careful with these instructions, it looks like, because you got parts down here to put together that go up here. And parts down here that go together that go here. So we have some pre-assemblies up here. The sprocket. These look like well, considering there's 16 of them, I don't think they're support rollers. But they're the bogey wheels. They're small ones and some springs. Then we have these frame pieces and all these the shafts that go in it. It doesn't really tell you in which order you're supposed to go here though. And then the springs go in here. Then you have two more here to go on another part. There's frames with the shafts. And then you see these plates here that go on the side too. Another set of springs. And then you put the sprockets in with these spring frames. Then here we put the bogies together with the idler wheel too. Put that one on. Same thing here with the other side. And you got more here. So you see there's like 4 sets of these bogey wheels. Stuff that go. And then we have some more framing around here that goes in. And then that all goes onto the part what you did before with the springs. It's a pretty complicated suspension and running gear, it looks like. And here we have some more framing pieces, it looks like. And you see here's one. You see 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just showing the positioning, it looks like. Number 6 is the track. We put the track on. Number 7, we build the gun. This looks a lot like an artillery gun instead of a tank cannon. Let's see, we have the gun tube and the battery that goes on. The 2 frame pieces that hold it on. Here's the elevation gears. And here's the elevation wheels. And this, it looks like where you can slide the ammo in and stuff. And a couple more detail parts for it here on the bottom. So we put these the side pieces on here with another little part there, and then we put it on. It shows you positioning here. Got some holes to make in here and some stuff to cut out. And this is for the upper hole. And look in here, we put a light together. This is optional. Here we put these plates on it. Some spare track, it looks like. And some other little detail parts up around here. And these, I think they're like armor plates for the front here. And here is pre-assembly for that piece. And here we're putting the machine guns in. Here's how to build it here on the side. Looks like there's 4 of them here. And another one there. And we put the top, this plate on here. And a hatch in the front. And the hatch looks like a hatch here too. We put the top onto the bottom. A couple armor plates for the bottom. And this, whatever it is. I think it like maybe to cut fences or something. I don't know. We got some PE here. The star to put on. A door here in the back. And it looks like something here in the front. And a couple more details. That's finished. Then we have our cool little color paint chart, which I really like from HobbyBoss. And 2 versions here. We have our 4 color camouflage: brown, beige, gray, and green. And this has just it has a name there and number, it looks like. And on the other side there's another one. Same colors but a different pattern. But it doesn't look as interesting. It doesn't have the name and stuff on it, just a little number. Kind of like that. Oh, that's a different. There's 2 more here too. So there's 4 versions. This is kind of the same as this one, but once again a different pattern. This is another different pattern. So you have really a good choice of what you can build here. I kind of like this one the best, so. So here's our decal sheet. Most of it's in white, so it's kind of hard to see. We have all our numbers, the name, a couple hearts. The hearts were for the 4th version. They look pretty good though. Nice and clear and thin. That's good. So first here we have the bottom of the hole. There's a lot of good bolts here everywhere. Bolt heads everywhere. It's not really textured, but I don't think it would be anyways. But I don't see like a lot of pin marks or anything around here either. It's a really good molding job. And good detail around there. And in the same bag was the top of the hull. And see, same thing. A lot of good bolt heads. The framing looks good. It's bigger than I expected. I expected it to be a little bit smaller. Not a lot, but just a little bit, you know. So, shorter. For being such a, you know, like a pre-World War II design. And a separate bag was the frame part. And it shows also the same good molding. Good bolt heads. And good detail overall. So here we have tree A, sprue A. You see these frames for the for the springs here, and these body parts. Also more framing, more framing. It's a lot of small parts. This looks like the piece for the gun tube maybe though. The axle, the wheels for the gun. This is a bit different than normal tanks, so I mean it's more like an armored car. It has a frame and everything. But the details on these parts look really good though. Let me see on this one. Here too off the. Look pretty nice. You can see on the inside. Some of them don't have much because they're the inside parts. And you see here the detail on these too. These are sprue B, there's 2 of them. See our parts for the sprocket there, and the idler wheel. Also these little parts that go on the frame. Looks like a gear kind of, but a weird kind of roll wheel gear, I don't know. A couple other little detail parts here. These are sprue C, there's 4 of them. You see? This has all of our road wheels for the little road wheels on these things. And the springs as well. A couple of little small parts there. Then here we have sprue E, there's 2 of them. This has our sprayer track on it, a couple of hatches, and just a couple other little detail parts. Then we have sprue F, 4 of them again. You can see it has a gun on it, our machine gun, well, machine guns, and then just a couple more hatches. Hatches are plates. I think they're hatches though. But the guns look really good, I think. Not really sure what kind of gun they are though. Looks like a 7mm about. Then we have also sprue H. This has a lot of our bigger plates on it. Along with this piping, these spring parts. For the gun, the parts here. This is the elevation mechanism and the sides. There's a gun here. You see on these spring parts there, it looks pretty good. Gun barrel looks pretty good too. Got a hollow tip on it. But you see on the bottom is kind of hollow there. The inside of the parts don't have any detail. It's a closed up thing. But you see there's a lot of good bolt heads and stuff around here on these plates. A lot of good detail on this one too. Then we have a bag full of track with 39 parts. It's a lot less than most tanks because these track pieces are bigger than a lot of other tanks. I'll just take one out here. It looks like the outside is pretty good. On the inside we got a pin mark there. May not be much of a problem because those sides are pretty big, probably cover it up. But let me see. They're sticking up just a little bit. You can sand them down pretty easily, I think. And it's track, so you don't have to be really smooth. You can be rough with it a little bit. It's not going to, on track it doesn't matter that much. It doesn't have to be smooth. It gets worn down pretty fast. Also, it comes with a small photo etch tree, just with 4 parts on it. And I think if they're going to put photo etch, they should do a little bit more. I think 4 parts, I mean, they could do other details. some of the smaller stuff instead of just so small stuff. And the last part we have here a little clear lens for the light, but this is not it's not clear plastic, it's like the poly, you know. And that's okay too. So I think this model kit looks really good. The only problem really is the pin marks in the track. I think with the way they can mold things these days with the slide molding, you don't have to have that in there. They could put the pins somewhere else, but it's not going to be a really big problem either. There's not a lot of track pieces, only 39, so it wouldn't take very long to fix it if you wanted to. But I don't even think it's really necessary. I don't think it'll be able to be seen. I do wish the photo etch tree was a little bit more too, but other than that, I think the parts look really good. Really good detail and molding. Nice options for the decals. I really recommend this if you're interested in these pre-war tanks. So thanks for watching. Please like it and subscribe, and join me next time. We're going to take a look at this Tempest Mark V from Eduard in 1/48 scale. This is a Profi pack. Until then, bye.